In this lesson we're going to look at how we would change either the building code, the floor code, or indeed both codes for a particular floor plan. This is not something that needs to be done that often, but occasionally it will happen. It's a relatively straightforward thing to do. You need to do this from the AutoCAD drawing, so open up the actual floor plan related to this particular drawing, and then inside of AutoCAD I'm going to click on the DWG ID command. Notice it will show me the existing building code and floor code. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to change this code to be test X as opposed to just test. Now I could also change the floor code as well, or I could change just the floor code and not the building code. In this instance I'm going to do just the building code. Now it's worth pointing out that if you're changing the building code, then you will need to go through this process for each floor in the building. If you're just changing the floor code, you just need to do it for one particular floor. Also, if your system uses XREFs, where you have multiple floor plans for each floor, then multiple DWG files that is, then you will need to run this process on one of the floor plans. You will then need to manually change the DWG ID block on the second drawing. So now I've changed this here. It's most important that you do not press save. If you press save, you will have this message about no floor record found, and if I say yes here, it will create an additional building record or floor record, so I will actually end up with two. I'll have the test 01 and I'll also have a test X01, which is exactly what we don't want to do. So we must say no here. Now what I should actually do is use the rename floor button here, and this will give you a whole load of information regarding what it's actually done in terms of updating. And basically what it's doing is it's changing the building code, in this case in a whole load of locations where that code is used, to make sure the entire system stays up to date. You can potentially copy and save that if you want to for record, but you don't really need to. It'll come out automatically and you notice it's changed this here. Now the final thing I will need to do is to make a save. So I'm just going to save and publish it. Obviously just save the actual AutoCAD drawing itself. And now if I go back into my system, now for this sort of change you'll need to refresh the website. So all that basically is just either come out of Internet Explorer or whatever and go back in again, or I can just highlight the URL and press enter, or indeed you can press the refresh button. And what I will now find is, if I go and navigate to my building, now it's still going to say test building because I didn't change the name, I just changed the code. So we won't see change until we actually get to floor, and notice up here the building code is now showing a different code. So that's the process for changing the building code, or indeed the floor code, for a floor.